Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and it is time for us to do our Mopar Monday. And today the spotlight is on the guy in front of you, the 1971 Plymouth GTX from Racing Champions. And this is actually my favorite Mopar over all of them. I think the 71 Plymouth B body is one of my favorites, if not my very favorite one. But the only problem is nobody does a really good casting of it that's accurate to scale, except Racing Champions. Theirs is true to scale, comparing it to like the 71 Charger from Greenlight and the 71 Charger from M2. They're about the same size, and they're just a tad bit bigger than this, which is accurate. They should be in real life. The only problem is the body lines on this are not that great. The quarter panel, the rear part, the overhang is a little bit too big. It should have been cut off a little bit higher. And this here, I think, swoops up a little bit too much. So the proportions are definitely not right, but it is true to scale, and from far away, it doesn't look that bad. And you can get them pretty cheap. This one I got a couple years ago because, once again, it's my favorite car, and I wanted one in my collection that was true to scale. The Johnny Lightning one is probably the best looking one. They got it spot on with all the body lines and everything, but it's just too small for 164, so it doesn't really fit into my dioramas too well. So that's why I had to opt for the Racing Champions one for the dioramas that I do. But as you can see, the front end looks really good. The grille and such is really nicely done. Tail light, rear bumper looks really good. It's just the side, the quarter panels mainly. The front end, I guess I could get over that. And if they would have put a chin spoiler on it, that may be what I'm used to seeing, and that's why it looks like it's raked up a little bit too much. But yeah, that's the thing. I think from there forward looks good, but the quarter panel, they just did not get it right. But anyways, we're going to take a look at three other colors of this car that were offered back in 2016. That was when Round 2 first acquired Racing Champions and Johnny Lightning. So they released a bunch of the stuff over again, to the old releases from Racing Champions and Johnny Lightning, and you'll even see some cross breeds, I guess I would call it, kind of like a crossover. There's actually Johnny Lightning cars that are packaged in Racing Champions packages, such as their funny cars that you see in the Racing Champions packages. Those are Johnny Lightning castings, and also the Grand National. It's kind of used to be a Racing Champions RC2 casting. Then Johnny Lightning Playing Manus bought it. Then when everybody folded because of bankruptcy, I guess, they then sold out to Tomy for a couple of years, and then Round 2 picked them up in 2015, 2016. And anyways, the Grand Nationals that you'll see both have Johnny Lightning on the base. You'll see there's two different styles. It's really hard to follow, but usually the really nice looking Grand National is usually in the Racing Champions package, and the one that has cartoonish proportions is the original Johnny Lightning one in the Johnny Lightning packages. But since Johnny Lightning had rights to both, they both say Johnny Lightning on the bottom, even though the nice looking one will be in Racing Champions packages for the most part. Nowadays they're doing it differently though. Like the recent I think it was a Miho Regal, it was purple with a, I don't know if it was like a Gucci half Lando top. It was white, but that was the RC2 style casting, but it was in a Johnny Lightning package. But Round 2 can do whatever they want because they own the rights to all those companies now. So anyways, this car used to have side mirrors back in the day when it was released under RC2. Same thing with the Grand Nationals and Buick Regals before they sold out to Play Manus back in the early 2000s. The Grand National used to have side mirrors too, but they done away with those because they found that some of them looked really out of proportion, and that was very true. So this set here, this is the Racing Champions Mint set, and they had the 55 Chevy Bel Air, the 65 Ford Galaxy 500, the 66 Chevy Nova, a 71 Plymouth GTX, an 80 Ford Bronco, and a 64 Chevy Impala. And Racing Champions is another one that was like Johnny Lightning. Their scaling is all over the place. They call it 1/64th, but a lot of their stuff was big. Way too big to be 1/64th. And Johnny Lightning was kind of vice versa. Way too small to be 1/64th. But occasionally, Johnny did throw one out that was a little bit too big, or one that was actually true to scale, like the 67 Plymouth GTX that we looked at the other day. So this car looks really good in yellow. Let's go ahead and get him out of this. And once you get that blister pack busted open, it comes in a little box you can leave it displayed in. And there's no bottom on it, though. You can actually fill the car because there's nothing on the bottom. When you pop the box open, there's little PVC plastic inserts that pull out like so, and it kind of holds the car in place. One wraps up on the front end and one wraps around the back end of the car. So there it is in yellow. And let's go ahead and take a look under the hood and such, if we can get it open. I know the orange one opens pretty good, I think. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, the engine in it, it looks okay. It looks like it should have dual quads, but it looks like the intake is just there and the carbs are missing. It's kind of what it looks like to me. It looks like, if I can get it to zoom in, if you can see that down there, it looks like it's missing the carbs and air cleaner. But under the hood, besides that, it looks really good. Like the engine size and everything is right. It's better than the 71B body by Green Light. Their engines are way too small. So there's a lot of good things going on with this car, but a lot of bad things too. But as I said, they're nice for dioramas just to put in as fillers, especially if you want some 71 Plymouths in your collection and want them in your diorama and not look out of place. Those are the best ones. Hot Wheels has one that's not bad. Their Plymouth GTX, it's kind of a little bit out of whack too with the proportions, but I do like their quarter panels a little better than the Racing Champions one. But the wheel openings are out of whack. The front ones are small, rear ones are a little bigger because they have the staggered wheels and tires. So they did release a Roadrunner in 2011 that was really nice. That one I actually need to pick up a couple castings of it and do some wheel swaps. That may be the good way to go for Roadrunners. Same car though, it's based on the 71 Satellite. So anyways, here's the car in black. And if you notice, they're all the same collector number 10, 2016 series. And anyways, yeah, this is your black version, and it looks really good in black. As I said, it's not really a bad looking car. It's just not accurate, put it that way. But it does the trick for dioramas and such and having those fillers. I just wish it was nicer because, as I mentioned, this is my favorite Mopar. At least my favorite 70s Mopar, we could say. But, yeah, it's a nicely done car. Well, not so nicely done car, I should say. But it is not that bad. I thought I was going to be able to get the hood open on this one. There we go. Same thing, though. It looks like an intake without the carburetors. It actually looks like a 446 pack. Yeah, it looks like it's got three, uh, I don't know if you want to call it plenums there where the carbs are attached to. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. This would be a 446 pack car missing the carburetors and the air cleaner. And it may actually say that on the air grabber. I just can't read it. But overall, I mean, they are okay. I know I kind of sound controversial and very contradicting to all the things that I'm saying, because one minute I'm like, yeah, they're not that great, and then, well, the next minute they're not too bad. So here it is in a brown metallic. This is a cool color because it's one that Mopar used quite a bit in the early 70s, but you don't see a lot of the die cast released in this color, so it's kind of cool to see one in the brown metallic that I've seen so much on Dusters and Darts and such, cars like that, but you didn't really see a lot of the high-end, like high-performance Mopar B-bodies and E-bodies and such in this color. It was rare, but for everyday Mopars, such as the Dusters, Darts, and Furies and things like that, you've seen this color on them a lot, but to see it on like a 71 GTX is a little different. So kind of cool to have one in this color. So they do have some other ones. I'm not sure if they're the new releases, like 2016 and newer. I should say it's not really new. It's a 10 years old already. But they did have some back in the day that were really nicely done too. There's a purple one, then there's a sublime green one. The only thing that's wrong with them, though, they had the mirrors on the doors, and the mirrors look a little bit big. They don't look right. I think that's why when... I don't know if it was when round 2 took over, they retooled the casting without mirrors, or it was RC2 before they went out of business with these guys, because I know that they did it with the Grand National. Then when Johnny Lightning had the Grand National from like 2004 and on forward, they had no mirrors on them. But anyways, yeah, that's the story behind these companies and the way their castings were. So if you see this guy and it has mirrors on it, it's an old release from RC2. Without the mirrors, it's a newer release from round 2. So anyways, guys, that's it for today for our Mopar Monday short one and such. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll be back again on Friday for our Free It Friday. I'm not sure. We may even be back before then, depending on what pops up during the week. As I said, I got a ton of Mopar stuff to unbox for you, and some other regular stuff, or non-Mopar stuff, I should say, coming in that we'll unbox on Fridays. But we do have a ton of Mopars, so don't be surprised if we have another Free It Friday Mopar style again, like we did last week. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a great week.